Hi, I'm Bill Tucker, and I'm an attorney with the Gehres Law Group. I started my legal career as a prosecutor, but for the past 35 years, I've been a civil litigator. I've also been, for most of that time, an arbitrator and a mediator. The emphasis of my practice is business litigation, which encompasses a wide variety of subject matters. Now, as you know, litigation is expensive, and if you can avoid it, you should. One way to protect yourself is to be proactive. Hire an attorney who can negotiate and draft the legal contracts between you and the people you're dealing with that will include all of your rights and obligations and all of the rights and obligations of the other parties. At Gehres Law Group, we have attorneys that can do that for you. Sometimes the best laid plans go awry, and there's no way to avoid a dispute coming up in the future. If that occurs and you're unable to resolve the problem yourself, don't sit back and do nothing. Contact an attorney. Now, I know I've said that litigation is expensive, but it doesn't have to be all the time. In fact, hiring an attorney can sometimes help you avoid litigation. For instance, an attorney's letter to the people that you're in a dispute with can oftentimes nip the problem in the bud. Now, if that doesn't work, the next step may be mediation. Mediation is an informal process. It's a process where the parties and their attorneys get together with a neutral third party, the mediator, who is typically another attorney, very experienced, to discuss the legal issues the parties have between them in a meaningful way. You'll also discuss the various options for resolving the dispute. And if a settlement is reached, the attorneys are there to ensure that the agreement is put in writing and that it covers all the details it needs to cover so that everyone knows exactly where they stand going forward. Now, as a mediator and as a litigator who's represented parties in mediations, I know firsthand what a valuable tool mediation is in the litigator's toolbox. Now, typically, when a client comes to me with a problem that he thinks is unsolvable, I'll suggest mediation. I contact the other side. Typically, they agree to mediate, and at least half the time the mediation results in a settlement. Now, mediation is not the only tool in the litigator's toolbox to avoid litigation in court. Arbitration, for instance, can be much less time-consuming, more efficient, less expensive than litigating a lawsuit through our judicial system. In fact, more so than ever before, parties are putting in their business contracts provisions that call for mediation if there are future disputes, and if that doesn't work, arbitration. In fact, one of the reasons for hiring an experienced attorney to negotiate and draft your contracts is to ensure that those sorts of provisions are included in the agreement to protect you. So if in the future you find yourself in a business dispute, you can't resolve it on your own, feel free to call us. There is no charge for an initial consultation. Thank you so much from all of us at the Gehres Law Group.